welcome to part 2 of Bob and the Boys.
Dose.
Yes, like I said, we are going to do an interesting segment here. We're going to talk about, I would tell you why I kind of want to put this segment. I was watching the Open, it's called now, today, and I was watching Tiger Woods, and it broke my heart. He fell just short, but man, he was playing some good golf, and he was actually leading for a little bit, and I was like, I said a little bit.
He was on the top of the leaderboard for the.
Well, he was tied.
Like, he was in the mix for the whole,
Yeah, he had like a legit shot to win.
Yeah,
he actually did. Yeah, and it just like made me think like, man, that's quite the comeback. So that it really is.
If he would have won, I did see. If he would have won, it would have been his first major in 10 years.
Yeah,
it's 2008.
I think he's
Rocco Mediate with the torn ACL.
He's getting close, man. He's getting close. He's playing good
I
golf.
don't know. Was it Rocco Mediate or was it the?
I couldn't tell you who.
Yang or did
Yang
torn ACL?
But. I think we'd all agree that's a cool story, but then I was like, well, let's put a twist to it. Like you talk about great NFL, not NFL player comebacks in any sport, or you can talk about guys that you had high expectation for that fall short of that. So you can go with a feel good story, or you can kind of go with that dark twist. So Sean,
I don't know. I don't want to start.
I can start. I love starting with these type of segments because they're kind of interesting. So I'm gonna go kind of more towards that positive and feel good story. I'm gonna talk about guys that had quite the comeback. I'm gonna start here. Paul George.
Yeah.
That injury was horrific, and I'm sure you love it because you're a big Thunder guy. But a lot of people thought Paul George was gonna be done. Sean Livingston. He came back and he was good, but he never what he was supposed to be. Grant Hill made one All-Star game after his year, but Paul George, he's made 2. He got a huge payday, well deserved too. Had a great year. So Paul George, after that leg injury, probably make 5 or 6 at minimum All-Star games. He's already made 2.
Yep.
So that for a guy that had that type of injury, that's quite the comeback in my eyes. Another guy. Let's go to NFL. How about this guy, Drew Brees? He failed his physical with the Miami Dolphins. Literally failed his physical. There's other teams that didn't want to touch him because they thought he was done. And look what the guy's done. MVP, Super Bowl MVP. Been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL for how many years? He was better after the injury than he was before that injury. It's incredible. Kudos to you. Should I do a baseball one? Because no, you don't want me to do it. I was gonna say the typical Tommy John because that's how I got to get named Tommy John. So I'll just touch on it. So that Tommy John.
Yeah.
And that's my big 3. That's all I really got for you. I could go down the dark path, but I'm going to refrain from that until maybe Kyle gets me a little going because I have a feeling he's going to do that. So I do have some names for that. Hey, do you have anybody you want to talk about?
I've got a couple good and a couple bad, actually. I'm going to go Michael Jordan, actually.
I was thinking
getting cut from his high school team, playing back, and then with his dad getting murdered.
It's terrible,
That's kind of a big deal. 2, I'm going to go George Foreman.
Okay.
Winning the heavyweight, retiring, coming back at age 39, working his way up the ladder, and 6 years later at age 45, winning the heavyweight title.
That's amazing, yeah.
One other one.
And having a good grill.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely. Kind of a one-off type thing, hockey. There was a goalie, his name's Clint Murchak. Got his throat slit. You guys have probably seen it.
Yep.
Yeah. 300 stitches in his throat. 11 days later, back on the ice.
That's amazing. That's tough.
Pretty nuts.
But have you read the story about it? Like how he's been in like depression and stuff like that. From that, it's pretty tragic. But I mean, the fact that he got back on the ice.
It's amazing.
And then bad things. I had a couple bad ones too. Northern Iowa, losing in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, you went for the team.
You don't go to the team. My bad ones are teams. 2 teams. Northern Iowa up by 12 with 44 seconds.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Losing to Texas Tech. And then the Oilers, 1992, AFC Wild Card.
Moon.
35-3 in the mid of the 3rd quarter. Ended up losing.
Didn't want to put the Packers 2014 FC Championship game on there.
No, I saw that too. And I was like,
I feel like
a little too close to home.
Yeah, I feel like that definitely would deserve to be on there.
Easy.
That's one of the biggest collapses ever.
Yep.
Sean, what do you got?
Well, I have a couple for. I was gonna do Sean Livingston.
Yeah.
Like the fact that his was, just as bad or worse than.
Yeah, you can still. That
and I mean, he's a 3-time NBA champ.
Sean, that definitely qualifies.
And he's like came back and like he's probably one of the most important role players in the NBA.
Yeah, Sean.
And,
I agree.
And the fact that he has his name Sean.
Him and Grant Hill for basketball for me definitely would qualify.
Yeah.
I just went with a different role.
No, I know. I mean, Paul George is obviously more of a superstar, but
yeah,
for a guy that
it's a good.
He bounced around.
He drafted like second overall.
Third or
he
fourth
was up
maybe
there.
the Clippers. Yeah, and he bounced around.
He would have been good.
He bounced around to like 7 teams in 5 years, and then like I remember when he was on the Bucks, and he was just kind of starting to get his rhythm back, and I'm like, good for him, because I always thought he had a lot of game. He would have been so good. I think if he's stayed healthy.
Yeah, he is.
Football. I mean Peyton Manning.
That's another one.
The whole neck fusion thing, like.
And he won a Super Bowl too.
And then one more. Michael Vick. I don't agree with anything that he did.
It's a comeback.
But he went to prison and then gets out and then tore it up and led the Eagles to I think the division title, and then they lost to the Packers. Yeah, they lost to the Packers. But I mean, the fact that where he came from, I don't know. And now what he's done, he's very big with doing the Humane Association, donating money, doing that, and he's learned from his mistakes, and I guess that's all you want to see if someone messes up is they're learning from it. And so I think not only just football, but just his life in general, he's really made a good comeback story.
There's another football guy too that I didn't put on there, but now that we're kind of going down that road, Adrian Peterson's another one you can talk about. Torn ACL, come back in that MVP, and it's kind of sad. A lot of Pack fans and Vikings fans, but I've always had a lot of respect for Adrian Peterson as a football player. Say what you want about that whole issue with him displaying children, but that's a different story. That's none of my business. But Adrian Peterson was a very special football player. And to come back what he did after that ACL tear and to have those couple years, he's kind of done now as a comeback too. So Kyle, are you gonna go any dark, Sean, before I go to Kyle? Or are you staying away from the dark too? For now.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
It's disappointing that Ray Lewis had a career after killing the guy and not knowing where the white suit is.
Oh wow. You just got real.
I never have liked Ray Lewis.
No?
No. The way he preaches, he's such a preachy guy. Has 4 kids with 4 different women.
Man, I know where he's going.
Great, he's like, I'm such a good person.
Hey, man,
I never liked Ray Lewis.
I thought you were disappointed.
He was a heck of a freaking football player, but never liked the guy.
I thought we were disappointed. We're gonna go talk about like Ryan Leaf or like Greg Olden or something like that. I know. You don't want to talk about Ryan or Sheem, Greg Olden, Ryan. Greg Olden.
Ryan Leaf though, yeah. But Ryan Leaf, what he's doing now.
Yeah,
he's doing like a lot of good things.
Yeah, our boy Tim Couch from last week. Yeah, we talked about Tim Couch last week.
Yeah.
But I'll turn to Kyle. What do you got for us?
I think the one you guys have all missed is the biggest comeback story. I can't believe you guys didn't mention it too. Is Terrell Owens. What he's doing at 85 years old, trying to come back and play for the NFL. Contract.
Or is that Rafael Palmeiro who's
his contract is being bought out, and you will see him on a roster this year, apparently.
What?
Terrell Owens is trying to come back to the NFL.
Give him a chance, Green Bay. Do you see him run?
Yeah, still running 4.4.
Yeah.
Do you see what he looks like? Do you see him catch the ball and like work out Julio Jones and run routes?
Why wouldn't you give him a chance?
I think that'd be the coolest. I know people would think.
That's my only positive.
I'm not saying it'd be a good idea.
That's your only positive.
Okay, what do you got for it? Let's go to the negatives. I'm sure you got one.
Dark now?
Yeah, go ahead, Kyle.
Let's talk about Brandon Roy's knees.
Oh, come on, man. That's so sad. That guy was so good.
Hey, Brandon's having a great job. He's coaching high school basketball now. Good for you, buddy.
God, you're such
his fucking knees just wore out on him. I mean,
and he was only like 27.
I kind of feel bad for him, but it's just like, gosh, it's like breaks that just, you just never got fixed. They just kept working on, and they're just gone. Off the cliff.
Please tell me that's your last basketball player. Because if you go
down basketball player.
Don't say, does his name start with a D? Please don't do that to me.
Sebastian Telfair.
Oh, okay, well, that's not a little better. Yeah, the Mr. He had that doc. He was drafted like 6 or 7.
Mr. The greatest of all time.
Or was that Through the Fire or something? That thing he used to him, that documentary.
Were you going to say Derrick Rose?
Yes, Sean. Look at you.
I'm not going to talk about his knees. Might as well talk about Jabari's knees, too.
Jeez, Kyle.
Penny Hardaway.
Oh man, you really just.
I really liked Penny Hardaway. I had Penny's shoes, but man, Penny was a real waste of talent.
He wasn't a waste. He got hurt.
He could have been the GOAT.
What's the difference between being like a waste?
I would say that it's sadder. The Derrick Rose thing is sadder than Penny Hardaway. Because Derrick Rose is an MVP winner. Derrick Rose right now still would be probably a top 5 player in the NBA if he never had that injury. It just destroyed him mentally. I think. Sorry, not to get thunder. Yeah. I think that's like one of the saddest stories in the NBA of all time, if not the saddest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
because that
not
guy
like
was so
making
special.
fun of
Derrick Rose like was third or fourth year won the MVP.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
No, wasn't that? Yeah, third year.
Yeah, he
He
won
was
an
21.
That's
ridiculous.
That's the saddest story in
You
NBA
want to talk
sports.
some more basketball, guys? Because we can just talk about bad news for all day.
Well, what else do you have? Do you want to diversify a little bit?
Greg Oden.
Yeah, I already kind of mentioned him. I mean,
Oh boy.
take him over Kevin Durant. What?
No.
That was a great decision.
This next one's gonna get.
This guy actually, this is a very positive comeback story.
Oh no! What are you gonna talk about?
I really think what happened was, like Lamar Odom's basketball.
Oh no! Come on! No!
He had to
You
play
can't do so
He
later.
was-
Come on!
He was not very good as it was. He had to play with Kobe.
He was pretty
And
good.
next
Now,
thing
Lamar
you find
Odom
him,
He was a huge part of the reason Kobe won his next two championships.
Yeah, well,
Like, arguably almost our second best player
The
at times.
comeback of the year award was that he was dead in a freaking brothel, and he's freaking alive now. That's the comeback story of the year.
Jesus, God. You try to make it positive, and it's still effed up.
He's a fucked up dude. We cheered for him all those years. You know what? Kobe was the one that drove him to do that.
You better tread that water carefully over
Blowing
there.
coke
Sir.
off a stripper's ass.
Oh my God! Come on.
Jesus.
Do you have any other items in basketball?
Yeah, now we're diving into football.
Oh, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
Oh, he loves it. Look at him smile. You're a sick guy. You're sick, man. I shouldn't have even put this second part on
I
your
kind of
plate.
like watching guys fail. They were like sick in college, and then they like talk about it, and then bam, their knee's gone, and they don't have an education. Their life's over. Next thing you know, they're freaking coked up on a stripper's ass in freaking the middle of Nevada. I mean, seriously, if they would have.
Hey, are you okay? What about? Are you gonna bring up Dupree?
No, I don't talk about those old guys.
No, but the thing, I just want to call, before you continue, I don't know if you want to format your list out. This part of the segment, this is our filmed version, so if this ever gets out, like, these guys can see who you are. Just throw that out there, but continue.
I really don't care. Come get me. You'll never find me. You don't know where our headquarters is. Vince Young.
25K at a Cheesecake Factory.
He should have made the Packers.
How dumb can one individual be?
25K at a Cheesecake. You're a Texas guy. What do you think about that?
No, I
Great Texas player.
This just shows me.
Once they leave,
No, this just shows me that Texas does not have an education as part of their football program. Because you bring in this guy, and you teach him nothing about real world stuff, and all he can do is run, and then when he can't run no more, he spends $25,000 a cheesecake. And so then Texas is like, we feel bad. This guy's like $5 million in debt, and he went bankrupt. So we're gonna give him a job at Texas as like some made up job for like $40,000 a year, and he's just gonna walk around with his double chin he has now, and just suck. And he's just like gonna walk around and like talk to recruits like, oh, Vince Young, and they're all like, yeah, you're a loser. You spent $25,000 on cheesecake.
Hey, rookie of the year.
So yeah, rookie of the year. Yeah,
You know under
actually, you know who ruined his career?
What?
who? You know under who?
Yeah,
Wasn't it
Jeff.
Fisher?
Oh,
Big game Jeff ruined him.
Yeah.
I would actually, if I was Vince
Jeff
Young,
Fisher benched him, and they had Kerry Collins. They won like 12 games. To be fair to Jeff.
if I was Vince Young, I'd sue Jeff Fisher for ruining his first slam.
They made up. Didn't they make up? I think. Or did Jeff?
Yeah, he was part of the $25,000 he spent on the cheesecake.
Well, did Vince Young like write him a letter or something like
Yeah.
that and apologize, and Jeff accepted it? Or
Yeah,
whatever.
what's up?
Now they're cool.
That's great because they're both out of the league and probably freaking trying to get some cheesecake back.
God, those guys might not have to come find you if you make fun of Jeff Fisher. I'm gonna be over there. But continue.
Jeff Fisher.
Oh,
hey, are you 500? Yep, can't win. Are you under 500?
LA
Yep, gotta win a game.
Or
You can't be over
Are you playing
500.
the Seahawks? Okay, we can
Yeah.
win against the
Yeah.
Seahawks.
It's like we gotta. You know what? We're not going effing 7-9 again.
You're right. You're
What do
going
you
like
mean,
5-11. Continue, God. You have more?
I can keep going.
Yeah, a couple more.
LA Jeff.
Kyle. I'll come over there and smack you on
LA
camera.
Jeff has the biggest comeback story of the year because, he like had that historic team in Tennessee that did so well and was like almost won a Super Bowl but like wasn't in short because he just couldn't reach a little bit too much. And so then everybody thought he was a good coach. Like he tricked everyone in the NFL. Like he takes that one team to the Super Bowl and then they're like, oh my gosh, let's pay this guy for 30 more years of mediocre football. So then he goes to LA. So everybody goes, LA Jeff's here. So we're gonna blow this shit up. What happened? 7-9, 8-8, 7-9.
No, it's funny. He was going 7-9-8, and Kroenke thought he was so cool. He still gave him a contract extension, like, and didn't announce it. You guys remember that? He's like, I can't help it but give Jeff this contract.
Yeah, let's give him $1 billion.
No, Jeff Fisher as the guy is sick.
Yeah.
But his football
Okay,
coach.
and coming in here as my last one, probably if I had to rate biggest piece of shit players of all time.
Here we go.
Some of these guys would already make the list. Like Lamar Odom might be number one, but this guy might be. Actually, he's probably number one. Jamarcus Russell.
Oh.
Here is
man.
what's going to happen to Jameis Winston. He is going to be Jamarcus
Oh
Russell.
man.
Wait, I thought you picked the Bucks to win.
Because he's going to win this year, and then things are going to really go off the deep run. And then he's going to turn into Jamarcus, and then Jamarcus had a comeback. Remember he had the comeback?
Yeah.
Should have come back at left tackle.
Remember he was 450 pounds. He was throwing the ball 110 yards on his knees, and teams were like, well, he still can't hit an open receiver.
No.
And he still doesn't know what a cover 2 is.
No.
Or 3.
Well, he didn't right, but it worked
Yeah, but
out.
Favre was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jamarcus Russell is the biggest idiot of all time. So we talked about Vince Young not getting the education. There is definitely no such thing.
LSU.
LSU,
What's
yeah.
what's the Ojo?
Oh, Coach O's sick. Come on.
He's a terrible
Coach O is a
He's
cool
not.
coach.
He's a terrible coach.
He's sick.
He might be cool, but he's not a good coach.
Talking about Gumbo.
He had like one of the worst stints in the college football history of Ole Miss. Like it was like the biggest disaster.
I can't believe they hired that guy.
I'm surprised. Well, what? You remember that he went to USC, right?
Yeah, he like did well as an
They went
coach,
6-0,
and like all the players wanted him, and USC is like, you could be in a, you could be. We'll pay you as the highest paid assistant, but there's no way in hell you're being our head coach.
Yeah, and then he goes to LSU.
Yeah.
Honestly, like Louisiana must be like short on money from like all their tragedies that happen down there. So like they can.
You are getting dark.
They can only pay. Like,
He had a good comeback story.
Yeah, no, the state has had a good comeback story, but they have no money left anymore, so they have to have Coach O coach their football team.
Well, that might be. That's an interesting theory there, Kyle. But that wraps it up. We're gonna go on a break, and then after that, we're going back to regular.